Hello everybody, my name is Katie and today's video is going to be the beginning of a writing vlog. I'm not joining Camp Nano, unfortunately. That's not what this video is. This is simply me trying to get myself a good writing routine in the mornings and getting myself on a relatively decent schedule. So, I hope you enjoy the video. So this week, I'm actually starting on Saturday today because I wanted to explain this and then get a head start for tomorrow, not have to worry about it. Today is Saturday and I did this morning and I really liked it, so I'm going to try and make it my writing routine from now on, or as much as possible. And it was basically a morning routine of woke up, my mom and I decided that we were going to go on walks every morning around 9, so get up around 7:30, 8ish, and get ready for the walk and probably get some coffee, and then coming in and changing to get ready for work so I don't have to worry about it later, and then sitting in here and writing. And that's what I did this morning. I went to work at 12:15 because I had to be there at 12:30. And I came in here from around 9:40 because I did eat breakfast, from about 9:40 to around 11, and then I ate lunch at 11, and I should have continued working, but instead I just didn't feel like it, which is fine. But I did start working on a little bit more of this, which I'm trying not to move the camera too much, but this, which is my Lore Bible for Trees, which is the book I've been working on for the last couple of years. I've been working on it a lot longer than I had expected to, if I'm being honest. I was expecting this to be a pretty quick book to write, and it absolutely has not been. I'm going to be hopefully trying to get this done this year. That's one of my goals for the year. I haven't been able to stick to many of them, but this one I really am trying. Currently, I have all the gods and their relationships with each other, and I have almost all of the characters written down. So I've got 3 kingdoms. It's really one kingdom, one like not really kingdom, but kingdom, and then a couple of characters from a side kingdom that we're not really going to hear anything from, and characters from another kingdom that is not going, which is a major part of the plot, but is not actually, like, we don't follow anybody from that kingdom. I'm debating on if I'm going to keep it that way or if I'm going to include a third like point of view or like camera. So you have the main kingdom, the other, not country but area, and then the third kingdom. I'm not sure on that yet. But I have all of the main characters written down, everybody that like I truly need to be there. The only things that I need to go through what is there of my draft, pick out the characters that I have named that I couldn't remember the name of, and put those in. And then I need to start working on character profiles. So what I'm probably going to be doing tomorrow is doing the searching. But anyway, that's all I have for tonight because I actually need to go to bed if I'm going to be getting up super early. And I will see you all in the morning, hopefully bright and early. I don't really feel very good in the mornings, so we will see. Hello, so I was right, this morning did not work out. I woke up and did not feel very good, so I didn't end up working on my book at all. I just got up, ate a very small breakfast, like half of a cinnamon roll, and then I went to work. And I just got back not that long ago. And before I get started on working on anything, I need to take a shower, but I also need to shave and trim this mess. So I figured I would just do that. it's almost 9. I decided, since I didn't feel good this morning, I would instead work on tonight doing the character stuff. That way I didn't have to do it in the morning, and I could work on other things in the morning. And it took me like almost an hour, and then we ate and I came in here, and I've kind of done nothing since I got back in. It's been probably another hour. It's mostly just been me thinking and trying to figure out what to do next. So I have most of the characters named, not all of them. I still have a couple of recurring characters from the first point of view, as well as some other characters that need to be named. And then for the not third point of view, well, yeah, the third point of view, I still have 2 characters that I need to be named, and I need to name 2 more queens. And I think that's all for names that I need, but I want to wait until I kind of get to them in the story to name them, because I want to make sure that I know exactly like what their purpose is going to be. So we'll see. I'm not sure yet. But I did figure out who one of my characters is going to be that I've never really been able to figure out before. Like, he's existed. He's actually the very first point of view you get in the prologue. And that was the only place I had him. And I really didn't want to just do that. I didn't like that very much, but I also didn't want to have the prologue in the point of view of somebody else either, or like one of the main characters. So instead I gave him, finally I figured out where to put him. I gave him a small part, not really a small part, it's a major part in the sense of like plot, but it's a small part in the sense of that he doesn't recur very much. But I finally figured out where to put him. So that was very nice for me. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make some very basic character profiles for some of the characters, just whichever ones are on mind, I guess, or that I can think of and do easily. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm just going to move those characters to where they go in the book. I'm going to do that for another probably hour, and then I'm going to try and go to bed, because if I want to get up in the morning, I need to stop staying up super late. So we'll see how well this goes. Good morning, everybody. I just made coffee using the new coffee pot, so let's hope that it's good. But anyway, that should be good. It is 9:40 almost, and let's get on to working. Good morning. I already said that. I'm really digging the haircut. I think I did a good job. This morning, it's already like 9:40, 9:45. I showed you the clock a minute ago. And we didn't go on a walk this morning because my mom does not feel good. So instead, we're probably going to go this evening. But I am still going to work on writing. Last night, I actually ended up ending the night working on the playlist for the book instead of actually working on the character like profiles and stuff. And the one that I did kind of start, I ended up tossing just because I really didn't like the way that it was turning out. So we're going to try to work on the playlist, not the playlist, on the profiles to this morning. And I'm going to try and leave the playlist alone because I was actually getting kind of frustrated because it's becoming difficult to find music that fits, that I know will fit. Something I've discovered is that there's a lot of music where the lyrics work or the sound works, but the other doesn't. So this morning I'm going to be doing the character profile again. I'm going to be trying again. I might do a different character that might be helpful. Someone who's not as important, that I just need a couple of facts about. This is their name, this is how they're introduced, this is what they do for the plot, and this is the last thing you're gonna see them do, kind of thing. We'll see how it goes. I'm not entirely sure yet. But yeah, I have my coffee with me. I've got a little ready-made breakfast sandwich, because if it's not something that I can just pop in the microwave, I'm not gonna eat it. Okay, that was the phone. Apparently the phone that's in the office sounds like an emergency alarm. I don't like that. I gave up on the desk and moved to the bed, hoping that maybe that would help me out. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just really tired, but I'm having a hard time thinking. I'm going to see if doing the profile, like those things, like digitally, will be better, and then just rewrite it on paper. We'll see. Ugh. I'm so tired. I'm much more tired than I thought I was. So this ended up being harder than I had anticipated it being. It's Friday morning. It's about 10:15, 10:20. We went on a walk a little bit later than we would have normally, so I don't have quite as much time as I was expecting to get something done. But I've also discovered that writing these, oh, there's my cat. Writing these profiles was more difficult than I had anticipated, mostly because I am having this issue of, I know what I need to write, I know what I want to write, but my brain is stuck on the how to do it and what format, even though the format really doesn't matter at the moment. And so I'm having a hard time getting it done. Yes. She has such a pretty meow. Just a second. Just a minute. I finished one this week and I was anticipating getting at least 4 or 5 done. So I'm going to try and put on maybe another 2 today because I'm not going to be filming tomorrow. Hopefully 2. We'll see. I've got my coffee. I'll let you out in a second. And we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, time for lunch. I did get 4 done. I finished 1 and did 3 more, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do, if I'm going to do any more before I need to get ready for work. I probably will. I need to get ready for work by about 12:15. It's almost 11:30, or it is 11:30 at this point. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna get another one done. I have this thing where if I can't get something finished, I don't want to do it before I have to do something else. So if I start something and I have that activity and I can't finish it before I need to get ready for work or before I need to go to work, it's going to bother me the rest of the day. And I'm not sure how much more I can get done because some of the other characters, that won't take very long. The last one I did took maybe like 5 minutes. I don't really know enough about them yet to give them a character profile. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna eat first though, and then I'll get back to you. So I was right, and I kind of panicked and didn't do anything else this morning. I got home around 6:15-ish, and I had every intention of continuing to work between, like, right after I ate, but I didn't do that. I actually sat on TikTok for like 3 hours. So it's now 10 o'clock. It's a little bit after 10. I've got coffee. It's decaf, but it's coffee. And instead of doing the profiles, what I'm actually going to do is, there is a myth that is used throughout the story, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down what I have of it, and try to actually finish it. I'm going to do that because it's something, at least. Another thing is I've been watching these Mitten Squad videos of his, like, can you beat Fallout 3 or 4 or New Vegas with this restriction, and he had a couple that were BioShock, and I've been like religiously watching these in the background of my videos, or in the background of me writing for like all week. Anyway, on to the writing. So I was not anticipating having the kind of revelation that I did while I was writing this myth. Truly, it was something that I should have known when I wrote the myth in the first place, when I started incorporating it into the story, but I really had no idea. It was very much something that I felt like had a purpose and was very important, but I didn't know why yet. And I wish that I had caught my frantic typing to my beta reader / editor when I realized, because I sent her some chunky messages like freaking out over this thing that I had realized, and felt really dumb and super excited at the same time about having realized these things. And I think that this is not necessarily normal, but something that I've seen other people talking about. I don't know if it's normal or not, but I've seen other people talking about how, yeah, it's your story, you're supposed to be writing it, but in a lot of ways, it kind of reveals itself to you as you're writing it. And that's supposed to be what the outlining is for, but my brain just doesn't work that way. And I am still gonna do an outline, that's still gonna happen. But the realizations and the revelations and connections happen while I'm actively putting in the writing and the work for it, if that makes sense. Because I have to think about it that way in order to think about it at all. I can't think about it in bullet points. My brain doesn't work that way. I've tried to get it to work that way. I couldn't even do outlines for school. I had to write the paper and then take the outline from the paper. So there's that. So I don't know how an outline is really going to work for my writing, but I'm still gonna try. Anyway, and it's fun to write that way. I really enjoy it. I'm gonna have to work on not only writing that way, and incorporating actual like planning into it, but I'm still super excited, and I can't explain or express how like happy that revelation made me. And it's giving me something to really work on and focus on, and something that I can like figure out how to connect to this and that and this and that and this and that. Whereas the character profiles, while they're important and I'm still definitely gonna do them, it's harder for me to think about because it's compartmentalized instead of it being like, there's this whole thing that you can like delve into, if that makes sense. So, but it was really fun. That's it for this week. I'll see you next week, because I think I'm going to be doing these weekly, because it really made working on this a lot more fun. So I'll see you then.